What's up guys, Black Rose Duelist here, and I'm going to try and make this a quick deck profile because I'm sure you've seen this deck millions of times in the past few years. I think this came out like a year and a half ago, like last summer, in Primal Origin. So I'm pretty sure you've seen this deck before, and I've made tons of videos of it, but because I'm such a big fan of this deck, I wanted to make a deck list of it for the new format. So I'm just going to go quick because I want to go to sleep, but I also don't want to bore you. So I'll go over like little things here and there, explain why it's good this format, and so on. So Dandelion, Gold Bulb, 3 Lone Fire, 1 Spore, 1 Rose Lover, and that's it for the standard non-Sylvan plant monsters. Dandy I go back and forth on, but because of so many OTK potentials, just having the tokens as a defense helps the deck a lot. Secondly, you can go into formula and other big plays like Trishula with it fairly easy. That's another reason why this deck is really good. You're almost guaranteed a Trishula almost every game, and I'm not lying. Testing this deck, if you can pull off a Trishula, which you can very easily, you win the game. It's really devastating for your opponent if you get one Trishula off. And I don't think you guys understand how powerful it is. That's why I added a Jar of Avarice, which I'll get to later. So anyways, the plant engine, just standard. You need to get your, this is how you synchro summon, and synchro summon is a very big component of this deck. So 2 Curry Bandit, at the end phase, excavate the top 5, add a spell. The spell is just a bonus. You want to excavate your plants, your Sylvans, to get effects. You usually get 2 or 3 effects off of this, plus adding a spell or trap, so always very good. 3 Lone Fire, obvious. 1 cherubsprout, and 1 Peacekeeper. Now these guys have been in and out of the deck. Peacekeeper, this format's very fast, so you want to keep up with the decks. You want to get into your Felgrands, your Trishulas as fast as possible, and this card helps that advantage really well. Same with cherubsprout, it gets your tuners out faster. An easy Trish play would be like a Marshall Leaf, then a Spore, which would be level 3, which would be level 1 at that point, so 4, and then you can make your Princess Sprout 1 through 8 when it's excavated, so you can make it 5. Princess Sprout's very important when you go to synchro summoning and the key component to playing your Trishula, because it can modify its level any level 1 through 8. So that really helps with getting the exact monster you need. And Cherubsprout and Peacekeeper, summon it, the Glow Up, the Dandy, the Lone Fire, the Spore. It's too good not to play one copy of it. 3 Hermitry. Now I know it sounds big and it can be a bit cloggy, but with the addition of the 3 Charity, 3 Sylvania, it's rarely dead. As long as you have Rose Lover too. Rose Lover, you can banish it from the graveyard, especially when a plant, and it's unaffected by your opponent's traps for the turn. So, Rose Lover is very easy to get to your graveyard. So, playing Hermitry at 3 isn't too bad. You need it to get to your big plays, your Felgrands, your just 27 beating down. 2 Commotion Romo, I almost cut this down to 1, but you do want to pop your opponent's pendulum skills when you need to. And it's a bit slow, but most decks, like if you go for Cosmo, just saying this down, you can really stop Cosmo because they will attack with their Farm Girl or their Good Witch or their Bad Witch, whatever it's called, Wicked Witch, and none of their monsters can get past 2,000 defense. So against Cosmo, Magispector, just most pendulums can't get over Kamusharumo, the basic ones. So I guess that's why it's good, even though it's a bit slow. 2 Marshall Leaf, another card I was considering cutting to 1, but there's not really too many things that I need to add to this deck, so I kept it at 2. Because you do want to still pop your opponent's monsters. The level 3, 15. This is always, besides Lone Fire and Curry Bandit, this is the card you always want to normal summon. So, 3 Princess Sprout, which I talked, level manipulation. 3 Sage Koya, kind of the MVP of the deck, strangely. Its Excavate, its self-effect is phenomenal, getting your Charity or your Sylvania back when it's excavated. but also when a Sylvania or a Sylvan monster is excavated to the grave, you can summon it from your hand. So it's not dead like Hermitry is. 2 Galaxy Cyclone. This is over MST because you can mill it. Also, Pendulum Scales are easier to destroy with this, obviously. 3 Sylvania. You just need this card every turn. You get to either peek at what you have, you can control your deck. You either look at the top card. If it's a plant, send it to the grave. You get the excavate effect. If not, you can choose to put it at the top or bottom. You basically get to pick how your turn's going to go. 1 Raigeki. Raigeki, you could actually take this out for Foolish Burial. I was iffy on if I want Foolish or Raigeki, so whichever one you prefer. Both of them would be good. It's just, I need one more card in the deck, so. 1 Soul Charge, 3 Charity, 3 Goblin. These two, so good. It's like your deck's so quick and fast. Charity, being able to draw 3 cards alone, getting through your whole deck, it's crazy. And then Upstart 2, getting through your deck fast. Vanities, Felgrand plus the Vanities, very hard for your opponent to get through. Starting Mirror Force, I noticed I had no back row except for Vanities, which I don't even consider a back row. So I wanted to add in one thing, and I think this is better than Mirror Force's format in my opinion. And then Jar of Avarice, I needed a way to get Trishula back to the deck, and obviously putting your plants back into your deck is good. Remember Pot of Avarice in the Tengu plant format, like very good to have your plants back in your deck too. And then obviously your Trishula, you can recycle Trishulas, stuff like that. Synchro, we have Catastor, Black Rose, Crimson Blader, Formula Synchron, Goyo Guardian, Leo, Stardust, Starspark, and Trishula. MVP is Trishula, and for the Xyz, we have Elsai, surprisingly really good. You can stack your opponent's monsters and other cards. 2 Divine Felgrands, 1 Alucard, 1 Mecha Phantom Dragosack, 1 Photon Dragon, and 1 Aurea. I would say the MVP is definitely Felgrand and Trishula for the boss monsters of the deck. Being able to get Trishula out, banishing a card from their hand, field, and grave, and then getting out Felgrand, being able to protect Felgrand itself, and also if you stole that Trishula or whatever, just very good. So, if you enjoy this video, if you enjoy this deck, feel free to copy it. I don't care. Someone just ask, hey, where'd you get that deck profile from? Send them here. Anyways, if you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All your support means so much to me. Tell me what you think about the deck. I think it's pretty good in this format. There's still some things I would like to change. I really want to add a Foolish Burial, but I don't know where. So yeah, any comments about the deck, any comments about anything, just leave it down. I always respond. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Good night. I almost forgot about the question of the day, a new thing I'm doing on my channel. Last video, Archfiend God guessed the question right. My question was, what is my favorite type of Yu-Gi-Oh card? The answer was Synchro. The question today is, what is my favorite card in my Sylvan deck that I'm playing? The correct answer will get a shout out in the next video. So, see you next time.